What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're playing Ark Survival Evolved. We're on the Lost Island taming the Amargasaurus. So you can use either one of two things, the kaolin soup or the Fria curry. One of them needs to at least be enabled before you're actually able to tame these guys. And according to the wiki page, we need vegetables to initiate the tames. So once you have that, all you have to do is run up to them, click E or Y if you're on console, and initiate the taming sequence. This is basically going to be synchronized. You actually have to hunt alongside these guys to tame them. Higher level ones are going to require a little bit more effort, so on official servers you might want to build a pen, or on boosted servers you can just run around with them. Basically they act as if they're a tamed creature, so they'll follow you around, and basically all you have to do is shoot a couple of wild creatures around there, allow them to do some damage to it, that way they get some credit. After they get the kill, it'll prompt you to actually feed it again, and that's how you start to tame it. As you guys see now, it pops up in the screen. Remember, one thing you notice, they no longer like the carrots. For some reason, they automatically default down to Majo berries. I'm not sure if that's just a bug in the game or what. But after the initial start of the tame, you don't actually use crops. This goes back to berries. So some of the lower level ones are going to tame a lot quicker. We are going to be taming the 145 that takes a little bit longer since I am on a boosted server. So we're going to keep the low level one here just hanging out. Basically, the higher level one though, he's going to be following us around. Be super careful of the spikes that they shoot on the ground because they actually do hurt you slightly, so just keep that in mind. Try to avoid those circles. So the goal is going to be to try to run around to any creature where this guy can at least damage just a little bit, because as you guys see, even though we killed that one, it doesn't actually count. So it physically needs to have the thrill of hunting a creature before it actually starts to tame. So Daedons are really good since they sort of charge you, and typically you can find them in packs relatively low level. Thankfully this dude has 3 different attacks. So there's an armor shattering one, there's an ice attack, and there's a fire attack. Doesn't necessarily seem like one is stronger than the other one, but while you guys are killing this, make sure you run up and feed this guy whenever he wants to. That way you're able to bring the tame up and just slowly run around with him. The amount of dinosaurs needed to fill this guy is going to vary depending on the level. For this high level one, it's going to take roughly about 20 on my server, and we got very high boosted rates. So if you're on an official server, you might want to build a pen just in case, because it is going to be a little bit. If you guys are curious and you accidentally hit it, it's not going to be the end of the world. It just basically says Amargasaurus doesn't like being attacked by friendly tribe members. But it doesn't actually affect the taming efficiency too much. So another thing to keep in mind while you're doing this on official servers or even boosted servers, the soup is only going to last about 15 minutes. So if you are playing on official servers or ones that take a little bit longer, make sure you bring several different soups in, because you have to have the soup on the entire time while you're taming. And I will link another video in the top right hand corner showing you guys how to actually build the saddle, because it does require a very specific spike in order to build the saddle. Another good creature to tame with these guys is Ankylosauruses, since they're a little bit slower. You're not necessarily trying to get ones that kill this guy, but ones that are kind of slow. They'll run around a little derpy because they are quite fast, but all you gotta do is run up to it, boom, we are 100% good to go. So before we end off today's video, we're going to show off this creature a little bit. Basically, you're able to shoot the spikes by either holding the right click down or holding LT down. So charge up your crystals, RT to shoot, or left click. And basically you can shoot several different targets. So this is the fire mode. Basically all you gotta do is click the right stick in to swap to a different mode, or click C on PC. You can shoot this spike. On the bottom left side of the screen you should see cold, hot, and one more you'll see armor penetrating. You can shoot this on the ground. Now, technically, you are able to hold Y and demolish these guys if you want to. They do break over time, and if you guys are curious, it does not actually hurt you or any of your tames. It's just for wild dinosaurs. And they're actually decent at gathering too, but they mostly gather seeds. So now we got all that done, we're going to head over to the wiki page real quick, just so you guys can see exactly where this guy is going to be located. So basically anywhere inside of the northern part of the map. I typically find them all over the snow biome, not just inside this green area, so I would search the entire snow biome in case you guys are curious on where to actually look for them. So they're damage support, tree sap farmer, so basically you can actually yank off the Amargasaurus spikes and you're able to get a boost to your redwood tree sap production. They don't actually harvest it on their own, but you can use the spikes in order to increase the amount of sap that you get. If this tutorial helped, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.